The South African economy is expected to grow at just 1.9% this year before further slowing down next year. The Reserve Bank says the subdued growth reflects the lingering effects of the July 2021 civil unrest and the devastating floods that hit KwaZulu-Natal. The slowing global growth, supply-side constraints, and the structural constraints, such as the inadequate electricity supply, are also dragging down growth.
The other way to make sure that doesn't close is that we have got to raise potential, and then we are back to all those things that South Africans we like talking about but we do not do, called structural reforms. And so structural reforms have got to take place so that we increase the potential growth rate of the economy. The worrying thing with this is that you are actually having the output gap closing at such low levels of growth, and we actually need higher levels of growth to deal with the challenges that we face as the economy.
The Reserve Bank says further normalization may be needed to raise rates to levels that are consistent with a stable and lower inflation rate. While the inflation environment is still uncertain, it's expected falling commodity prices, easing supply constraints, and high interest rates should bring inflation under control.
The adjustments of the policy rate that has taken place could be starting to have an impact on the inflation outcomes, and thus inflation starts to come down. And so that then brings me to the next question about the expectations of the repo rates. If inflation continues to climb, the repo rate can only go up. For the repo rate to come down, inflation must come down.
The Reserve Bank expects the recently announced reforms in the energy sector to raise private sector investment over the coming years. It's expected this will bring relief to the electricity supply constraints and benefit growth over the medium to long term. Dura Sefako Musi, SABC News, Johannesburg.